Hello, my name is FSFK, and today I'm going to be going over the 5 biggest updates Brickhill has had so far. Now, before I get started, I have to let you know that the dates for this video are very vague. Like, nobody knows the dates. So I kind of have to go off memory for this, which I really don't want to do. I like being informative and giving, specific answers and whatever, which I can't really determine if I don't have the dates. So anyways, on with the video. Number 5 on the list is the Trades Tab Revamp. This is the most recent update on this list, coming out sometime in September, if I'm correct, and probably one of the most well received as well. I haven't seen anyone complain about this, and it makes sense. The older Trades tab was really chunky and super annoying to navigate. I'll probably have some images on the screen of the two in comparison to see for yourself. So yeah, this update was really good, and if this was a video on the best updates, this would probably be near the top. But this is for the biggest updates, so it's not. Number 4 on the list is the Rebranding membership update. Even though this update was smaller than others on the list, there is a lot to unpack here, so let's just dive right in. The update was released sometime in July of 2020, and this update would add a debit and credit card option to payments so that you didn't need a PayPal account to buy membership in bucks. This definitely came in handy for later months, if you know what I mean. Brickhill also added a monthly lottery where every month all users that had an active membership would be entered into a lottery for a specific amount of bucks. The amount of bucks would be determined on how many people had an active membership and what the membership that person had. Ace membership's price was also changed from $9 a month to $6 a month, and Royal's price would stay the same. Sadly, Mint membership was dropped to make it easier for new players to decide which membership they wanted. Along with that, there were new membership hats added, discontinuing the older ones. And finally, users with an ad blocker would not receive their daily 10 bits, but that was fairly small compared to the other changes in this update. That was long. Anyways, this update was well perceived by most of the community, with only a few people getting mad here and there. Number 3 on the list is probably the most controversial update of all time. It's the Bevels update. This update changed the avatars of users on Brickhill to have rounded edges instead of the blocky-ish avatars they had before. This update got very mixed responses from the community. Some people hated it and still do to this day, and some people loved it. A more recent revival of sorts on the controversy is older accounts having their avatars refreshed. Most notably, Deleted457 had his avatar refreshed. Some people say that Silene/Lilypad/Arm is doing this, but I myself don't actually know if this is true, so please let me know if it is or not. Yeah, that's pretty much all I had written down. Not sure how to conclude that. Number 2 on this list is the Nodehill update. If you don't know, Nodehill is the name for Brickhill's hosting servers. This update came out sometime in early 2019, and the main gist of Nodehill was to fix the insecurities and vulnerabilities of the legacy server. This didn't really change anything to the client, so it can't really be called a client, as some people call it. But this update was still a pretty big change for Brickhill, especially for the hosting side of things. Practically no users see this update as a bad one, and you can definitely tell why. Now, as usual, before I get on to number 1, we have an honorable mention. Now, the honorable mention for this video is the addition of a 2-factor authentication system. This was very useful for the security of Brickhill users. It uses the normal phone authentication system, where you use an app on your phone that would give you a 6-digit code that you would input to log in. It's pretty simple compared to other things, but still a good update nonetheless. Nobody actually really talked about this in the community, which is why it only gets an honorable mention, along with the fact that it wasn't big compared to anything else. Number 1, the biggest Brickhill update, is the Site Redesign. This came out at the start of January 2019, and the whole site was remade to look way more modernistic. This sadly took away things like the time of day site themes and other seasonal themes. But lucky for us, they were added back recently, with there being a new dark theme and holiday themes added earlier on in 2020, but were taken down after their respectable holidays. But they may be added back as their own site themes soon. Anyways, this update was one that some people didn't like. They preferred the older site design. It was very blocky and fairly easy to navigate. I personally was a bit sad, but got used to it in about 2 weeks. This is probably the biggest update that Brickhill will have ever. I finished it. Finally. This took way too long. I'm sorry that this took way too long to upload or anything. I was pretty, like, I was procrastinating way too much in this. I'm a bit tired right now when I'm making this. It's really just my voice. I don't want to speak because, like, I am, like, mixing up my words and everything. But I did it, and I'll probably be editing this tomorrow, after I get home from school. It's currently Thursday the 18th right now. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video eventually. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Like and subscribe if you like the content. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.